hours. We have 2 more hours of Home Sweet Home. It's my first and only 3-hour Home Sweet Home, and now I'm wishing they all were because we get more of all the great products, including our today's special. I hope you were able to see as we come up in the hour that there will be a matching duvet that if you are interested, oh my goodness. You know how many items, as I mentioned earlier, if you walk into my home, you'll see today I'm shopping with you from inside my home. I own the Juliana last set of Tencel duvet, and I'm obsessed. I use her Tencel sheets constantly. Last night I told my husband, guess what? They're back as the today's special. I want to check in with you before I buy another set. He said, do it. It's my favorite ones we have. If you're a picky sleeper, if you are a hot sleeper, the duvet, most of them are reversible. That will be coming up in the hour. You'll see all the ones that look stunning with our sheet sets. And they're all about, I don't know, 20% of the cost of what they should be. We're gonna get into the price on these, but they really don't compute. Juliana has some connections with the Tencel world. Now, I don't understand it, but I take advantage of it. This is a fountain coming up in the hour that I am in love with because you don't have to plug it in. One charge will last about 6 weeks if you have it going for a few hours a day. There's those mosaics, there's a 2-pack of the mosaics you can grab as well. They're under $25, blue and white or black and white. But even if you don't use the mosaic insert, look at the beautiful 4-tiered fountain. The sound, the ambiance, the quality, it will be under $140. And if you decide to get the 2-pack of the mosaics, $43 flex pay to have that kind of beauty. These are $600, $700 fountains. The mosaics alone are mind-boggling, so those will be coming up in our hour. But first, if you want soft, silky, breathable, sustainable, stunning beds, today is your day. It's our Today Special. If you have not yet tried Tencel, maybe you missed the weekly deal drop that sold out of the Tencel top and pant set that Juliana had, or maybe last year. We're celebrating her 1-year anniversary of Juliana Home, so we are using all of her bests. And this is what it is. This is what I sleep in, and I never went back, and I'll never go back. Why? 50% more absorbent than cotton. That's why people sleep in cotton. They say it's cooler, it's moisture wicking. 50% more moisture wicking than cotton. Cooler, silkier, smoother. The feel is luxury. You cannot compare this to anything, but if you would, I would maybe compare it to cotton because it's natural. It's made from the wood pulp of a eucalyptus tree. So yes, it's still natural. We're not talking about all of the synthetic fibers and the microfibers and, oh, but it's soft and I like the way it looks even though it just doesn't feel great and it makes me sweat and I'm really hot. Forget that. That's not even the same university that we're in today. What we have is a class of its own. Tencel, which is new to the world of bedding to some degree here in America, people are using this to have their top quality 5-star hotels have the bed of your dreams. This is our light pink. It's one of our 5 solids. We have 5 solids. Each one's killer. Can't go wrong. And we have 5 prints. But the best part is, as you're looking at these, I want you to know you're not getting 1 piece, you're not getting 2. You're not getting 3, you're not getting 4, you're not getting 5. You're getting 6 pieces of 100% Tencel from Lyocell made in the Juliana home world, which is the best I've ever felt. And I looked for comparable prices, $102, $150, $190. The average cost on the online River store is easily $100 for these. And guess what? That was for sets of 4. All of those only had 2 pillowcases. She is giving you 4 pillowcases. You're not charging extra. So really, we're looking at a $49 easy set here because you always add an extra $20 to $25 to get your extra pillowcases. You are getting all 6. She didn't just beat the next best. She blew it out of the water with her pricing. These are your solids. You have your gray and your white. I absolutely recommend the sand. I think we are calling it white sand. It's beautiful and it will look great with the aqua, great with the white, great with the gray. All of these play so well with each other. This is the one I bought. I didn't take any chances. It is already checked out in my cart. I didn't just leave it there to be stolen. It's called Maldives Blue. She's very, very popular. The slightest hint of robin's egg or breakfast that you know whose. This is so beautiful. 5 prints to choose from. Your gold medallion, your pink stripe. Don't you see, even if you just had these playing together, oh my gosh, it's so exquisite. Here is your leopard, and right here, very popular, these last two prints. One of them is called the Green Goddess. Wow, that's really nice in person. That's even better in person. And the Palm Pretty is your blue. We have Juliana Rancic here with us. We are so lucky to have you here with us. Happy one-year anniversary.
How are you? So good to see you.
And look, I sat on it didn't wrinkle.
They're amazing, aren't these gorgeous?
Yep.
And I know that you're a huge fan.
Huge fan.
Thank you.
Well, I don't like wrinkly beds.
Yes.
And I get very hot when I sleep.
Me too.
And everyone in my family is sensitive to texture.
Okay.
So I want the silky smoothness of satin, but the 10 times breathability of cotton. I want it to be natural and beautiful. And look at this. I've never seen anything like it until you brought them last year.
Right. They're incredible.
Gorgeous.
You know, we brought them in last year when I launched You by Juliana Home, which is an extension of my fashion line. You'll see a lot of fashionable pieces coming up. But these were so popular. The reviews were incredible. 100% of customers recommended them to a friend.
Yeah.
That's how much people got these home and love them, saying they're so luxurious. One review said she lives in Arizona and runs very hot, and these are perfect for her. One woman said she's in Texas and runs hot, and these were perfect for her. So many reviews said, I will never go back to any other sheet because these are the most luxurious, like cooling, amazing sheets. So here's the deal. You know, a lot of people talk about cotton sheets, and I used to sleep in cotton sheets.
Yep.
Cotton sheets are different. Cotton actually absorbs moisture. Tencel lyocell is this incredible fabrication that is literally the most popular bedding fabrication right now. Everyone's trying to get their hands on it.
Yep.
It wicks away moisture. So that's why you sleep so comfortably. So if you do run hot, if you wake up at 4 in the morning like I used to, literally, like it would be like 4:22 on the dot. Every night I would wake up literally in like sweating.
Yes.
You know, very, very hot. That has not happened to me. I honestly can't. I probably over a year now that I've been sleeping in these sheets.
It's like the little fairy makeup team is coming and dabbing your body.
I'm telling you.
In your sleep. And I experienced the same thing. I used to wake up and I needed a bed fan is what they called it. I had a fan that would go up under my sheets to keep me dry. I started sleeping in Tencel and I'm dry. It's not just absorbent. It wicks the moisture and dries it out faster while also being softer and silkier than cotton, more wrinkle resistant than cotton, and even more durable. So you're getting all of the best of all the worlds that usually comes with easily another digit on the price tag. Remember, 140, 160, 180. Average cost at the place where normally you think maybe they have the lowest cost was 100, and that was for 4 pieces. Why did you decide to give the extra 2 pillowcases? Because it was a really, really kind addition.
Thank you. You know, normally, and you'll see in a lot of offerings in home, the extra 2 pillowcases will be an additional $20.
At least, yep.
And so I just decided, I think a lot of us want the extra pillowcases, right? And we really want to dress our bed. And trust me, I'm a fashion girl, so I want my bed to look fabulous. And so I think a lot of you do too. So we did the extra pillowcases. So that's really even adds to this incredible value. There's a mid-level retailer that started doing Tencel lyocell, the exact same trademark sheets, right? Because it's owned, Tencel is a trademark owned by a company in Austria named Lenzing. And so to have the Tencel trademark, you have to follow a very stringent production and manufacturing process of these sheets that are environmentally friendly, and the quality is just nothing compares to it. So we are Tencel. We're trademarked by that company in Austria. There's a mid-level retailer that sells them at about $160, and here we are today for almost $100 less. And by the way, they don't have all the prints and all these beautiful colors like we do. So I just feel like not only are you going to get the most incredible night's sleep, and these are going to become your new favorite sheets and truly change the way you sleep. And keep in mind, sleeping, that is one thing we're not escaping. We're all getting into a bed at night, hopefully, right? And sleeping 8 hours, hopefully, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. So that is one thing you don't want to compromise, right? Is your bedding. Like, this is an investment bedding, but not at an investment price.
There is no better place to invest than where you're spending a third of your life, if not more. And now a lot of us, we watch our television, or we binge watch our shows in our beds.
That's true.
I am obsessed. You know, I really only go back to cotton now when I have all of my Juliana Tencels in the wash. And that's because I loved cotton for that hypoallergenic property. I loved it for the breathability. I loved it, especially if it was long stapled, for the smoothness and the sateen almost finish. This has all of that.
That's right.
But upgraded. It is 50% more absorbent than cotton, more moisture wicking than cotton. It is cooler to the hand than anything that is natural I have ever felt. You know, you would think there was an air conditioner on the actual sheet itself. It is so smooth to the touch. I defy you to feel any texture. And that green goddess you just saw, which is so beautiful in person. I don't think the screen did this one justice.
Yeah, we should show them. We should go through, and we'll also even at some point walk over to the palm bed because I think it's so pretty. But I did want to just show you this real quick. Look at this, Natasha. Like you can really see, it's like sleeping on a cloud. They're incredibly. These sheets are incredibly luxurious.
Yes.
They're like, it's like billowy. They're so soft.
Yes.
They're not thin and flimsy. When you get into them, it's like a hug, a warm embrace. It is, but it's cool. So maybe it's a cool embrace.
Well, it's the hand weight to it, because sometimes people think, oh, wait a second, if it's not that stiff cotton, it's going to feel thin or flimsy. No, even my producer who said I wanted to buy them, they were in my cart, but I had to go touch them first because she's a bed snob.
Yeah, good.
She said there's a nice weight to them. I would think that those were those luxury sheets, but we're not having the price tag, and I don't want you to be fooled by the price tag and think that you're getting a $80 sheet set that includes 4 pillowcases. You're getting around a $225 sheet set, and that's because we are including the 2 additional pillowcases for everyone. Everyone will also get the flat and the fitted, same price if you're getting full queen, king, or cow king, and same price if you are getting split king. Split king, of course, will come with 7 pieces, however, because they are going to have 2 fitted sheets to go over both of those mattresses. Let's look at these prints. The gold medallion, the pink stripe, and then even this green all looks so pretty with your pink.
There's really something for everyone. I mean, look how different these are. So as you know, this collection truly is an extension of my fashion line. I've had a fashion line here at HSN, and it's definitely one of the most fashion forward, if not the most fashion forward fashion lines on HSN. And this is an extension of that. So you just see the most beautiful motifs that really are only reserved for very, very premium European bedding. And so that's what I do with my clothing, right? I'm always pushing the envelope. I'm always bringing in, like, what's the hottest thing in New York? What's the hottest thing in Paris? What's the hottest thing in Florence, or in Florence, and bringing all those fashion trends in. That's what I'm doing with home. And that's why these are so beautiful and actually very different as well.
I really believe if anyone has ever looked into their closet and said, okay, this one needs an upgrade, I use this one, but I'm not thrilled, it's only the 1 pair of sheets that I prefer, these will become your go-tos. Remember, everyone does have 3 flex payments. So you're getting these home for under $4 each, $4 a piece with our flex payments. And remember, it's not just softer, more silky, more beautiful and luxurious. It's more sustainable, it's cooler, more breathable, softer. Everything about these sheets is what I would think, oh good, I finally made it to this point in my life and now I can afford the luxury sheets. That's how the other half lives. To get them home for $24. To get 6 pieces home, and maybe you want to do a Google. I recommend doing it. We have a lot of savvy shoppers who like to price compare. I think you're going to find immediately, if you just search Tencel sheets, try 6-piece set, you won't even find it. But if you search for a 4-piece Tencel sheet set, you'll find it's going to take a lot of scrolling before you find anything under $100.
Well, and just because you see 100% lyocell does not mean it's 100% Tencel lyocell. Once again, Tencel is a trademark. That's what you want to look for. And Tencel is premium. It's the best of the best out of Austria, certified out of Austria. So these are incredible. I mean, there are literally European designers doing these for hundreds of dollars, probably honestly over even $1,000. Sheets have gotten premium. European sheets are very expensive. But this is the palm print. This is just so fun. I just love that it's not a green palm. And you'll see, we have a duvet coming up that has the green palm. But I thought, then that's too much, right? The green sheets, the green palm. And so this against that duvet, or even just a beautiful white duvet cover, is just striking. So I think this is probably our most popular print so far. So if you have your eye on this, Natasha, you should, everyone needs to grab this one, because this will probably be the first to go.
This is the one that my producer bought. It really is gorgeous. It reminds me of a luxury line. They have these really simplistic and yet detailed enough to add that print that will elevate your space, but it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy with your space. And when you think about it, there is no more single way that you can completely transform your bedroom than by changing your sheets, by changing your bedscape. And if you want to transform your whole room, I don't care if you have laundry set up on the chair. I don't care if you have put away everything on your dresser. I don't care if the TV needs a dust or there's this or that or there's a bowl next to your bed. If you walk into your bedroom and you see this and you had a $23 payment that month and this is what you got for it, your mood is lifted. Your sleep is better. Your temperature is more controlled. You're waking up without the sweat all over you because of that statistically 50% more moisture wicking than even cotton, which used to be the best. It's not 50% more than the one that's down. It's 50% more than the previous gold medal winner. And now you're getting it with these beautiful prints that you cannot find anywhere else. This is what Juliana is able to do with her history and design and fashion and merchandising. The only other sheets that I could find that was a 6-piece only came in gray. Your colors are stunning, and everyone is loving this print, but believe it or not, they're all selling equally.
Oh, really?
I love our customer today.
Yes. I love that. And look how pretty, like right now, if you have an all-white bed at home with white sheets, this is a simple way, one of these fun prints, to just refresh your bedroom for spring, to give it new life, to infuse a new energy into it without having to paint the walls, which can be so expensive, or even an area rug is very pricey to change a room. Changing your sheets is one of the easiest things to do, and maybe it's time to change those sheets. Maybe you have guest rooms who need new sheets, or if you're lucky enough to have a fabulous lake house or beach house, how wonderful are these motifs?
Or if maybe you said, okay, I did a lot of gray when gray was the thing, and now I know it's not. What do? I'm going to tell you what you do. You get the white sand. You add the warmth on your bed, and it's going to elevate the gray and make it new again and draw out the warmth in any grays you have. If you have any wood tone flooring or any beige tone carpeting, I think that this is what we are calling the white sand, and I think when we come back on the camera, I'll show you. Very, very sophisticated, perfect shot there of the white sand. See how that would elevate any gray tones, any wood tones. Very smart, sophisticated color there that gives a slight bit of reflection of the light. It will brighten your space, but it's not shiny. Really expensive. That's the white sand. Perfect gray and perfect white. If these were all that you brought us, I'd be like 10 out of 10.
Seriously.
But girl, when you add this medallion with the pink,
oh, look how pretty that is.
It's for the billionaires in Palm Springs only.
Literally.
I mean, this is like, don't overthink it. Grab two sets. Know that when one is dirty, you switch out the other. And even if you don't change the pillowcases and you start mixing and matching, dopamine dressing.
And I love it, dopamine dressing. And I want to say, so the Green Goddess has also been very popular. It's so stunning and so unique. Look how gorgeous this is. I want to show you. Now, obviously, naturally, the white looks beautiful with it because it's grounded in white. Do you know what one of my favorite combinations is, though?
That's it.
The sand with the Green Goddess. Look how just rich that looks.
That's beautiful.
That is so chic.
That's beautiful.
Are you kidding me? That is like you're walking into someone's super chic apartment in like the Upper East Side of New York, and she just has the most exquisite bedding. And that's,
if I saw
just
this in
love
her
it.
closet, I'd be impressed.
Right?
If I opened up someone's linen closet and saw that they're beautiful folded, you see the weight, you see the quality. We're not trying to hide any essence of these. Every detail, wait till you see how the duvets zipper. They're not even buttoned. Everything that Juliana does, she'll put in the extra mile, even if it means that the profits go down, because she knows this is her first line. This is her first year of her home line.
Yes.
Everything has to be perfection. That gray, is it called gray snow leopard?
Yes, this is snow leopard. So what I love about this is, listen, I love my animal prints, I love my leopards, but it felt like for spring I wanted to do something soft. So I didn't do orange or yellow or brown tones in the leopard. We did more of a snow leopard. So if you do have a lot of your interior design is grounded in grays and whites, this is a really beautiful way to add more fashion into your bedroom.
And we had a designer and photographer here a few months ago who told me that his favorite two colors for bedding and bathrooms are pink and gray.
Really?
That the two colors there, they're very, it's masculine, it's feminine, it's everything, it's forever, it's unexpected in a way that is very intentional design. And look at how beautiful these two colors are. Don't even worry about, does the pink have to be with the pink print? Although if it is, I mean, you have just done yourself so many favors. You could get all three sets and it would still be a better price than grabbing one comparison set anywhere else online that are the 4 pieces, and you're getting 6. That's why I recommend grabbing the 2 that bring you the most joy. Maybe you're getting the pink and that beautiful gold medallion. Look at those 2 together, G.
Aren't these fun? Yeah, this one is for the bold woman. She loves her pink. She loves just like kind of, you know, it's fun, right? This one is so fun. I love this pink stripe. It almost looks like a paint stroke. It is so fun. Look, even with the palm blue behind it. Do you see how pretty that is? With the palm blue.
Could you do it with this one too? Can we just do, I want that instant mood boost everywhere in my home. Wow. I want this.
That's a lot.
I'm a lot. I want this pink stripe every...
You know I am not gonna go, of course, Natasha.
I like it.
I have to sometimes draw the line. Listen, you do
Maybe
you.
as a pillow. Maybe I would do
You
this
do
pillow
whatever
over the
you
grain.
want. No, listen, you do whatever you want. I'm just showing you. I think there... I would do different ones with that one.
Okay, fine. So the pink and white with this one. At least you know G's never going to lead you astray.
I am going to tell you the truth.
You ever heard the phrase gilding the lilies?
No.
No, okay, well, if you look it up, there's a picture of me. Here we have the white, and here we have the pink and white on the stripe. You could do these if you want to be more like G and have that a little bit more sophisticated. But I'll tell you, when I saw the photos online, I said, oh, maybe for winter's room. Because I loved this. It was such an instant mood boost. I wanted somewhere that it could work.
That's a great
idea. If you wait, it could be gone. Maybe you don't know what the guest room will look like in a year. Maybe you don't know if you're going to find a new rug or new curtains in your bedroom in a year. If you have these sheets, you have them. And you got them for $23 and change to come home. You got them at the best value we will ever have. I went back to grab more of mine. They were sold out.
Yes.
So even if you don't know the exact room on the pink and white, I think they will haunt your dreams if you don't grab them.
You know what? I'm gonna find a combination for you that's unexpected, because I know you like that.
Do it.
How about this?
That's
the
pretty.
gray leopard and the Maldives blue together.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you, at this price, get a couple of sheets. Maybe get that great, you know, white that we all need. Actually, I ordered a bunch last night. Right
did?
after my show. Yeah, I
Well,
did.
I got this one, so I didn't even realize you could see blues in the ice blue gray here, but when
Yep.
you start to pull out the tones.
That's right. It takes it out. It brings it out, right? It brings the blue out from the leopard. I love that. But this is absolutely one of my favorites. This is very, very chic. I think this is as chic as it gets. That's the tan with the green goddess is absolutely beautiful. But look at this green goddess.
Yeah, Sarah loves it.
Oh my gosh, look how stunning that is. Because I know that we have the palm
Yep.
spread out on the bed, so you can really I think the green goddess is kind of like the foliage green version of the palm. You know, it's very dramatic.
Yes.
And it really makes a statement. It's stunning.
The scale is perfect, and the color seemed brighter to me on my screen and on, you know, my cell phone screen. So wherever you're watching it from, depending on how those colors are adjusted, I'll tell you in person, it reads like a deeper evergreen, and that's why it is totally elevated to me. You don't necessarily think it's going to be bright, bright, bright in your room. It'll look like true green, the way nature created green.
That's right.
And that's what I love about that deeper tone, almost even like with a brown element to it. I love that color green. That's why I said, ooh, even better in person.
It is
and
beautiful.
This green is beautiful. I think everyone's loving this blue palm, though.
But the blue palm,
Yes,
I know.
yeah.
So definitely grab the blue palm. As we said, it's all this. What I love is all the sizes are the same price. So no matter what you're getting, it's the same price, which is great because oftentimes department stores and various retailers charge extra.
Yep.
The larger the bed. Not here. So if you have a king, Cal King, great. And then you are getting the 4 pillowcases, which is wonderful too. Not just 2, but 4 pillowcases that have the 4-inch hem on them as well. Really beautifully made. But listen, I think the name of the game is this fabrication is what's happening in bedding right now. Everyone's talking about it. I'm so excited to be maybe the first to bring it to the network. We brought it in last year. It was my first sheet set I ever did, and it became a big customer pick, sold out. And so here we are today for the first time bringing these in as a Today Special
Yes.
in more prints, more colors. and just more opportunity to own Tencel lyocell at this price.
At this price, the 450 thread count Tencel lyocell that maybe, you know, a couple of you have had your chance to search this, to do a Google on this, and just searching the Tencel sheets, make sure you see if it's a 4-piece or a 6-piece. They're almost all 4 pieces. You've probably looked through several of the retailers and their sale price is double or even triple what we're having here today. That is why right now I think we just have 60 new customers in the last hour on this. So many of you are wanting to have that bed of your dreams, the room of your dreams, the home of your dreams, and we want to be conscientious of whether or not it's going to feel good, keep us cool. No one's going to say, I know your sheets were pretty, but honey, they were kind of scratchy or they were hot, I didn't love them. My husband looked me right in the eye last night, no cameras were on us, and I said, you tell me, do you want me to grab another set? And he goes, yep, really like them, they're my favorites.
Love it.
And he doesn't care what color they are. He'd like it to say Washington Commanders on our sheets. So
that is not happening.
It is not happening. I put it out for one day and then I took it away, that blanket.
I love it.
But this is the one that he loves. And
yeah, my husband too. Bill loves
they
these
love
sheets.
it. And my daughter loves it because she doesn't like anything scratchy. Everyone in my family sleeps hot.
Yes.
They are 50% more moisture wicking than cotton. They are softer and silkier to the hand, more durable, wash more beautifully, and they are ultimately the most environmentally conscious fabrication you can get, full stop. It's a closed loop process. There's no waste.
Right.
And if that's something that you care about, and usually it costs extra to care about it, now it's going to cost less to care about it.
Yeah, no, and even, you know, if you watch, you can go online and just read, like watch videos on experts talking about sheets where they do sheet comparisons. I'm talking about people who really love bedding. And you will not believe all the pros they talk about when it comes to Tencel lyocell. This has become, they've gotten such a huge following.
Yes.
These sheets in the world of bedding, people, you know, sheet snobs love these sheets. My husband is a sheet snob. My son, out of nowhere, became a sheet snob. You know, it's funny. He had some kind of, to be honest, you know, like some whatever sheets I had gotten him years ago. He's a little kid. And then he would like lay in our bed and be like, well, wait a second. And he'd go, Mom, can I get some fancy sheets too? So he calls these the fancy sheets. And I have to be honest with you, the price of these are pretty much what I paid for his cheap sheets, you know? And so now he sleeps in these, and the better he sleeps, the better
everyone sleeps.
Thank you.
Even if you're someone who sleeps hot that doesn't like sheets on you, you'll want these on you.
They're so good.
Because they keep me cooler. They are cool hand feel, soft and silken hand feel, moisture wicking like there's someone just overnight coming and dabbing my body, and I wake up and I go, why am I not in my pool of sweat?
That's right.
This is happening, and it's not just me saying it happens with me. This is statistically what this fabrication is made for. Yeah. On average, you're looking at 150 to 190. Remember, I did check about 10 minutes before coming out an hour ago, and I was seeing on average the best prices at the online River store were 100. They were all for 4 pieces. 4 pieces. I found one 6-piece set. It was still more expensive, and it only came in gray. Even with our shipping and handling, we still beat them. There is no one that is holding a candle. If you want any color that brings you joy, and gray isn't that color, this is going to be over $100 of a better price than anywhere, even at our second best price. I'm not saying Juliana outpriced people by 10% or we're the best price by $20. I'm talking the best price by $120. And I really encourage you to just do a quick search and see if you can find anything even close, because if you can, girl, text me. I'm gonna have about 1 minute left here on the quality,
Amazing.
The softness,
Look at
and
the
the
sateen
silkiness.
weave. You can really see the sateen weave. It's perfect, the thread count. You know, funny thing about thread count, you don't ever want too high of a thread count. It actually, it's not like meant to be that high thread count. And then what it does is it kind of like makes the sheet even stiffer, and it doesn't wash well.
Yeah.
It's too tight of a weave, doesn't wash well. So 450 is really the sweet spot. So these, I got to tell you, I know a lot about sheets. I am not going to bore you with the exact way these are made.
Yes.
I mean, I can start in the forest with the eucalyptus trees that, by the way, grow very fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so they grow very fast, which is great, but they need to be cut down, you know. And so they grow really fast. They get cut down. They turn into eucalyptus pulp, which eventually ends up here. But it's just the most incredible, sustainable production, and you can really feel the luxury of these sheets when you get them. And the best part, your face is going to be like sleeping on something soft and silky and cool.
I didn't even bring this up earlier. know that my hair, when I lay on cotton or other things, they always say to wear the bonnet because it breaks your hair less. I noticed my hair strength was better when I started sleeping on Tencel.
I believe it.
Because it has that soft and silkiness that it's not catching, and my hair was tangled less in the morning.
That's right,
It was
and
like, it looked like
skin
I
too,
had
by the
combed
way.
it. Yeah, it's better for your skin, better for
like
your
my
hair.
skin looks better
I'll go
when
on
I
this
sleep.
side here. I'm just gonna make a quick cross. Excuse me. Do you like my top and my pants? They're from Juliana.
Cute shirt, by the way. I know, I was gonna say, cute outfit.
I feel like I'm giving Portia from season 2 of White Lotus. With the hair and the cut.
You really are.
Let's talk a little bit about this duvet set. You know, is it okay to own 2 duvet sets?
Sure.
Okay, good. Then I'm grabbing one because I've been using yours in my home, and now it's time.
When one's in the wash.
That's right.
Or you know what? Get your solid, and then get your fun print. Or for a guest room, isn't this fun?
This is
my brand new
so much
print.
fun, and we don't have enough time on these. They're under 80 total, home for 26 and change. Again, they're likely to sell out, especially since now we have multiple prints and some of them are very popular. See, that's how you do the pink stripe.
There you go. Okay.
Look how great that looked with
that
this
is
duvet.
how you do it. And this is that same cool touch. This is the same Tencel, lyocell. It's a reversible. And it is so much fun. You saw in the print, in the video there, the entire reverse of this is that gorgeous exploded palm print with the snow leopards that are actually grounded in a dark navy and white, not black and white. So it brings a softness to the bed. That is exactly, Natasha, that is how we designed it to go.
So
Isn't
if
that
you're
pretty?
dying to see how to pair this, grab it with this duvet and then see that pink flowers there that goes throughout it? This is so fun. It's beautiful. It's catalog. It looks like something you would just stop and look at and say, I love looking at the photo of it, but never even imagining you could have it home for under $50.
Absolutely. It's
the
Palm
sheet
Beach
set
chic.
and this.
It almost looks like you had an interior designer.
Well, you did.
Help you with your home. Yes, exactly. Help you with your home and style your bedroom out, whether it's your room, a guest room, absolutely beautiful. This is a duvet cover. So this is what everyone's doing in bedding. Remember the days of comforters?
Yes.
Comforters aren't, duvets are much more sanitary because comforters are harder to wash. They're really big and bulky. They take up your entire washing machine. They're not, it's just not as easy to wash. So what people love about duvets is you're just going to go ahead and put a duvet insert in this. We have a brand new one. You put like a comforter duvet insert in this, exactly. You just unzip, no buttons, which are so frustrating at the bottom of a duvet. Nice, beautiful gold hardware on the zipper. We thought of everything.
The only thing I don't love about your zippers is the fact that only I know they're there. Because I want to show them off to everyone.
Yeah.
But it's like such a luxury little secret detail here that you're not fussing with the buttons. You can't accidentally miss one and have to go back and do more of it. It's always that really easy, buttery soft, upgraded zipper quality, by the way. And these jewelry grade hardware tab pulls. Her last one was a snake. It was so cute. I was like, I just wanted to wear it as jewelry. This one has that beautiful leaf. Now let's just show the other ones because you get 2 sides on each of these.
Yeah, let's show exactly.
That floral, and then I'm going to show you here. If you did grab the pink in the duvet, the pink stripe in the duvet, the other side is going to have, is this the same pink tone as the sheet set?
Oh yeah, exactly the same.
That's so smart.
Isn't that pretty? So if you got the solid pink sheets, this could be your duvet cover, and you just decide on any given day. Do you want to be bolder and have the fun stripes as your primary cover and kind of fold over and you'll have the pink folded over on the bed? It's just so pretty. Or do you want to be more subtle, and this could be the top of your duvet. And then also we have a leopard duvet. Once again, all that beautiful gold hardware. So we're just showing you the shams that it comes with. It comes with 2 shams. So you're going to get a duvet, right? The beautiful Tencel lyocell duvet, and then you're gonna get 2 shams. And then this reverses to that soft gray. We also have solids in the duvet. So if you just want sand on both sides, you can have that. The Maldives blue, as well as that beautiful white, which I stocked up on 2 more white duvet covers last night, just because we wash ours quite a bit, and so it's always good to have backups, so you're not just waiting all day for that one to finish in the wash. You have a backup that you can already start to put on your bed.
Are the shams different sizes based on the bed size?
It depends what the bed size is. Yeah.
So I need to grab this one. This is the matching sheet set that I had, the Maldives blue. Look at it with the gold. If you're someone who loves just a couple gold accents in your bedroom, this is the prettiest blue and gold I've ever seen. I mean, I know Juliana loves a navy. She loves those deep, dramatic, kind of sexy, moody colors. But I found that when I use this color in my bedroom, it really is bright. It's evergreen evergreen throughout the year. I got it in the sheet set, and everyone's grabbing it right now in the duvet. It is that single tone on the front and back. If you grab the sand, the white sand, I thought these two colors together, this is my vacation.
There you go.
You know, this is just, take me right now. We're going to Bali. We're going to, you know, the
Maldives.
The Maldives. I guess you named the island and I chose another one. Yeah, we're going to the Maldives and to those wonderful, you know, on water, but these two colors together. If you want to grab the sheet set in this white sand and then get this in the duvet.
Love it.
Finished.
And so as we mentioned, there is a duvet insert, okay? So think of it like as one of those white, quilted kind of, you know,
down
inserts.
alternative
Down
comforters,
alternative, exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Yep.
So you're gonna just go ahead and put that right in here. It's super easy. And when you're ready to wash this, if you haven't made the change over to duvets, do it. I'm telling you, it's, you know, it's become the hottest thing in the last 10 years in bedding. You know, a lot of people don't do comforters anymore.
Wow.
This is more sanitary, just a better night's sleep. It's more luxurious. This is what hotels do, right? They've got a beautiful, like the high-end hotels have, you know, gorgeous duvets and duvet covers. So we have that all for you today.
I'm losing my mind with these two together.
I love that together.
This is it.
So chic.
If I redid my wedding, I would use these colors. Now, you know who everyone is loving, however, is the pink stripe, and it's becoming limited. Well, we're down to a couple hundred left total in the pink stripe. That's across all sizes. Remember, this is the same tone as that pretty pink that is the solid on the sheet. You can see here just the overall beautiful quality. These have a lovely hand feel. They're just as cool as the sheets. You don't want to have your soft, smooth, silken, moisture wicking, everything is perfection on them sheets, and then have the scratchy duvet cover or the scratchy comforter or the overheating blanket just because you didn't grab the finishing touch. It's like putting an old, you know, threadbare baseball cap on a ball gown. You need the duvet set to match.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about being super matchy-matchy because Juliana's taken the guesswork out for you.
No, exactly. So really beautiful. As you see, this is definitely the boldest of the duvet prints, which is the one you're looking at here on the bed. Really beautiful. But there it is. There's your dream bed, Natasha. That's the palm duvet with the insert with your that had the pink and white stripe a second ago. So that's with that, And then this is just like classic white over here, which so we can show you all the colors against. If you're just getting the classic white duvet, which a lot of people love, just a classic white duvet, here it is. Natasha, you actually have the zipper on your side over there, but you can show once again that beautiful gold hardware, and inside is that great plush, yummy, yummy, yummy duvet insert. That down alternative comforter.
This is the thing. Does your bed have gold accents? I mean, does it? It just doesn't. By the way, when I walked in, I could see this one from a couple feet away, and it made me realize I think what I need is that lighter color to really have it pop against it. If you want the white, you cannot go wrong. You'll never question it. It will always be your go-to. It is a tried and true evergreen tone, of course, on a bed, but this is the one that you can take off and wash in a cinch, totally machine washable, soft and silken, and just as moisture wicking as the sheets. This is the exact same fabrication here, but luxury zipper, the kind of zipper you can't mess up or, you know, have a panic attack when you finish the whole thing and the buttons didn't match up.
Yes.
Just gorgeous. And even your piping detail, G.
Yes, piping detail, exactly. Thank you for noticing. Everything about it is finished. Everything about it is so luxe and premium. And I just, honestly, selfishly, I'm so happy we can do this because I now can afford the most incredible premium bedding because I don't want to spend, I mean, sometimes, you know, there's $1,400 Tencel sheet sets, you know what I mean, for $1,400. Just the sheets. Imagine the duvet covers. There can be in the thousands of dollars. So the fact that we can bring this at this price, and that's that insert that I was telling you about, that's fabulous, and we just launched that at midnight as well.
Great price on this, 400 thread count, 100% cotton here on this down alternative.
Soft.
You came out swinging if you're just launching these for the first time. That's incredible. Under $80, home for 26 and change. That means you can get the duvet cover, you can get the actual insert, and you can get your full sheet set all home for under $75. And it just really step into the catalog every time you step into your room, whether it's the guest room, your own room. That's why people are buying multiple sets. But that, of course, all sizes are the same price on that cotton down alternative comforter. And again, cooling too, you know, because it is cotton on that
Yeah, and
feel.
it's down alternative, you know, so that's nice too for people with sensitivities and allergies and that sort of thing.
All right, G, I have to say goodbye, but I know you're coming back soon.
I'll be back in the next hour to see you.
Look at these three together.
I love her. You have a great eye.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You do.
Well, when you're surrounded by great things, it's hard to miss. Well, I missed one today, but I still like it. If you haven't checked out our Just Reduced on Mondays, this is the day we add a bunch of new sales that we don't have time for on air. And they're called Just Reduced, so you just search that phrase online and you'll find all of our deals on footwear, home, everything else that you're wanting and loving to update your new bedroom as you add in our today's special into your cart. If you're on the line, wait with us. We'll definitely get to you. And I think we're about to take a little bit of a break. And when we come back, we get to see more Deb buyers and more improvements. We'll be right back.
Hey there. Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you could get $40 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
G by Giuliana Home combines fashion and function for the home. For the woman who's vibrant, fun, and fashionable and wants her home to reflect that. It's fashion for the space you live in. Exclusively for HSN.
Ready to creatively cut loose? Stock up on oh-so-crafty essentials during National Scrapbooking Month. Indulge in next-level sewing machines, paper-perfect supplies, genius gadgets, and tools to bring your ideas to life. Plus demos, how-tos, and pro tips to fuel your next masterpiece. Fire up your imagination during our So Crafty event. Starts tonight at midnight on HSN and at hsn.com.
Welcome back. I'm Natasha Lloyd. This is Home Sweet Home, and today it's really my home sweet home because if you walked into my home right now, you would see I use these for everything. I use them for the crafts. I use them for the toys. I use them for the shoes. I use them for my hats. I use them for my bags that I don't want to just be piled on top of each other in the closet or in a bucket. Buckets that can collapse? No, no, no. I want them to be protected with metal. I don't want to have to put anything together. They come pre-assembled. You literally just flip up and they're done. They have these lovely zippered, by the way, elevated pull ties on these zippers. Two-way zippers on the front, two-way zippers on the top. And they're water resistant, they're bug resistant, they're moth and dust and mildew and mold resistant. This is how you keep all of your items more secure and more fresh forever. But guess what? They stack and wait until you hear the weight capacity. This is how I knew these were what I wanted. And by the way, I checked our sister network, I check online, I try to check any site that had anything comparable because I own 30 of these. I use them for my dad's storage, I use them for my mom's storage. Once you start using them, you go, okay, now I see there's nothing I can't do with these and they're making my life easier. You start really starting to panic when they're going out of stock. No one has anything like this. We're the only ones, our price is better and our quality is the best. Trust me, I've tried. These are the colors we have available. This is called Printed Green. It was sold out before we got it back in stock. I'll just turn her to the side so you can see the pretty hummingbirds. It's the most artistically forward. And while we were there, you can see there is a little label pocket here if you want to put a label in. But you don't really need it because I can always see just what's in there. It's our most limited. Strong printed blue beneath it, printed gray here. If you're wondering the three I have in my home, all three of the bottom tones. Purples for winter, greens for outdoors, beiges for my room. I love them. How many are you getting? 5. 2 of this size, which is the medium, 2 of the large, and 1 of the extra large. If they seem familiar, it's because they were at today's special. They're a huge customer pick, 190 reviews, 190, almost all of those are 5 stars. You wanna know how much they were during our today's special? Same price you're getting today. We brought them back, today's special price. This is our mini today's special, and yes, they do sell out. We have Deb buyers here with us. Deb, 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 30 pounds. How much is that total?
130 pounds, and they're going to come to you flat. So when you don't need them, which I can't imagine that you're not going to need them, because you heard Natasha say she uses them for virtually anything, because they are the new bin. So anything that has to go in a bin, you've got a bin. So this is going to be a storage solution, not a storage problem. They're all going to come to you flat. They're super easy to assemble. I'm just going to put them down here for a second. I want to show you how great it is, because when you get them and you want to build them, as Natasha said, they are all self-included. You've got this window at the top that's heavy-duty plastic and has give in it. That gives you the stuffability. It's awesome. Then in the front, you've got another window, and this is where the magic happens. So when you stack these, and you will because you can, you'll always have access in the front. Unlike a conventional bin, which is always a nightmare, we'll talk about that in a second. There are steel rods in each of them. The medium has 2, the large has 3, the extra large has 4 to give you that absolutely terrific stability, so you can go ahead and put whatever you want in here. Now, you're simply going to move the rod to the left or the right. Natasha told you that the fabric is water resistant, so these can be stored in the basement, they can be stored in the attic, they can go out in the garage. You're going to zip up your top zippers, and they are extra long pulls and self-repairing. This may be the last time you ever need to access anything from the top. The window in the front and these zippers in the front are going to be the way you're going to access it. You've got handles, so these can be with you when you travel. Natasha told you about the little label. We also gave you another window in case you have to work narrowly. You stack them because the bottom is firm. So go ahead. This is a 20 pounds. You're getting 2 of the medium that are 15 by 13 by 9 with a 20-pound capacity, 2 of the large that are 20 by 13 by 12 with a 30-pound capacity, and you're getting that Mac Daddy, the big one, that's 26 by 21 by 12 for a 30-pound capacity. You have got a bin for virtually everything that you need, and they are beautiful in all the colors that we have.
You get all 5. And that's the thing. When we had our today's special, this was the price. It was wild. It was out of control. And every time I see them get down to 59, I buy more. So when I saw our price today, I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. We didn't take 20 off. We took 30 off of a maybe best reviewed improvements item there is. Really, truly, I think there's 24-star reviews and 175 stars out of the 190 reviews. Everybody wants these because they hold 20 pounds each and they weigh a couple ounces. They weigh nothing. They're that water resistant, totally easy to use. They will change your closet. Everything looks more organized. If you're only taking something out once a year, this is what you want. If you don't want to throw it away, but you don't want to look at it, this is what you want. If you're going to get to it one day, this is what you want. If you just want more space in your home that's accessible, that's easy, and you're not afraid of it breaking, this is what you want. Now, Deb, I do know that when everyone gets these, they put a couple in their home, they decide they want to get a couple more.
Yep.
Because you're ultimately going to want them for everything. But how much can we really fit in the Mac Daddy? Because it's 12 inches high, it'll fit under your bed.
Absolutely. So this is that amazing. So you've got about it's 26 inches long, 21 inches high, and it's got a 30-pound capacity. So we're simply going to open up the zippers. So let's see, we've got a couple of, I guess, little pillow covers.
Cool.
We've got a shed of sheets. We've got another set of sheets. We've got, we've got a queen size or California king quilt. And then, oh my gosh, we got another one. So if you just bought all the bedding from Juliana, where are you going to keep it? Because the important thing to note is what you put in clean in these bins stays clean, because the zippers keep everything out. They keep the moisture, the bugs, the dust bunnies, everything. We could have built this all the way to the max and had it completely puffed out because the windows have give, so you don't have to be afraid of having anything pop open like a conventional lid. Not only do you have to lift the top off, and you've got to, if you stack on them, you've got to move them all. You've always got access from the front. These are gorgeous, they're practical, and you're in excellent company, because with all our your fellow shoppers, all love them because they do what we say.
I've never had something where I could look under the bed and see 3 boxes deep exactly what's in that 3rd box. It's like having x-ray vision. So you're never taking any additional care that you don't have to. Today's special price while our supplies are lasting, and we have a couple hundred of you that that just jumped on the phone just now. So if you do want to grab this online, the item number is 877-515. Thank you, Deb.
My pleasure.
You know I would just wear
Grab
these as my
more.
clothes if I could. I'm obsessed. Put my face on one for my birthday. It's time for the most beautiful fountain. If you've ever tried to grab one of these fountains at any retail or outdoor store or home improvement store, you know they go for several $100s, and very rarely do they have the detail that these have, and usually you have to plug them into something. You have to have them professionally set up. They're gonna cost extra on your power bill. Not this one. Hydria has created a rechargeable water fountain that's going to go for 6 weeks if you're keeping it going a couple hours a day on one charge before you ever have to recharge it. It does have a remote. All of that is included. The beautiful tiered scalloped edge of that 4-layered fountain that looks like you were in the courtyard of a 5-star Ritz. It's just beautiful. That's all included. You're going to choose black or white, and that's for the actual vase itself, the actual container. Only 20 are left in black. Those are going to go in a couple minutes here. 6 pounds only. Again, that never happens, that you can actually move them on your own.
Right.
Because you don't like it there, move it there, move it there. It weighs 6 pounds. It's not corded.
Go inside, outside?
Yes, but I have to mention before.
Yeah.
Bobby, you look
Hi.
so great. So good
Oh,
to see you, Bobby.
good to see
I can't
you.
pretend like he's not here. Look, he's Bobby.
Hello.
If you love these mosaic inserts, they're still a steal at twice the price. You're getting 2 of glass mosaic inserts perfectly sized for this fountain. You get the black and white, and you get the blue and white. You are not choosing between which color tone you want. You'll see them over here, how pretty that light blue and white is. If you want that striking black and white with your black fountain, however, that one is about to sell out with just about 2 dozen left in the black fountain. What a price, what a product.
Wow, so here we are. This is Hydria. This is the world's first rechargeable water fountain. I'll say it again because it's so huge. World's first rechargeable water fountain. So think about this a second. No sun, because it's not solar. You're not relying upon the sun. And guess what else? No cords, Mom. You don't need cords. You're not plugging this in. So this you can take with you inside. You can take with you outside. Look how beautiful these are. And we're gonna turn the lights off in just a second so you can see how they look, because these do light up. They do come with remote. You have total control. We made it super simple for you. All you do is choose your color. You want black or white? Once you choose your color, you get everything else. You get your planter, your water basin, the smart pump which is in there, which is rechargeable, the cord, and you get all 4 of these topper heads. Now, why do I get so excited about that? Because each one kind of looks and feels a little bit different. It gives you like a little bit different vibe. If you want to go through them, I don't know if we have a shot of the top, but I could kind of walk you through them. This first one is our sprinkler. Very playful. It spritzes up, and you can control the height. You can control the timer, and I'll show you the remote in just a second. So that is our sprinkler head.
Lights included.
Lights included, yep.
This one's cute.
Moving on back here, this is our bronzed tier cascade. Look how awesome that is. Very tranquil, very soothing. This is probably my favorite. And then moving on over here.
That's not an extra charge.
No, these are all included. You're not picking. I'm showing you what you get, okay? So you can change your fountain, the look and the feel, by just swapping our toppers off.
This feels ceramic to me. I mean,
very nice.
This is beautiful that that's included, and the stones.
Mindfulness pebbles. It just kind of rolls off like Babbling Brook.
Yes.
So you get those, and they just come so cute, and they stack on top of each other. Remember, the water, each one, the way it dribbles or trickles off, gives you a different sound. And different sounds are gonna kind of help set the mood and the tone. And then this last one over here is our regular cascade. It just kind of overflows downward like a waterfall. So we're gonna turn the lights off in just a second so you can get an idea. You have your choice of the lights. You choose if you want to do the red, the green, the blue, or no light at all. And I'll show you in this front one when those lights go down. But again, everything included. This is so amazing. This is from the folks at Hydria, by the way. They're a UK company, very popular. I have to get the award they won correctly. Let me get this right. They won the Garden Leisure New Product of the Year award. I want to make sure I give them their proper shout out.
I love that.
So it's awesome, awesome, awesome. Keep in mind, the planter, look at the quality, okay? It looks like it's resin, but it's made of recycled bottles, okay?
No, it's not.
It looks like it's porcelain,
That's what I was
excuse me.
gonna say.
It looks like it's porcelain.
It even like when I scratch my fingernails on it, I would say this is 100% porcelain.
Yeah, exactly.
But then that wouldn't be 5 pounds.
And the scalloped edge inside. So take a look at this one over here. I'll go through and change. See how I went from green? Oh, they're on the one over there. Up, over here, guys, up. Okay. Well, when we get back, we'll show you the one on my
So
side.
this is the
how you build
assembly.
it.
I get it home, I put the bucket in, I pour the water.
Yeah. So that's I'm not sure, what are we on? We're still in the video. There's the smart pump. That's the heart of it all. Then you get your decorative tray. Then you put your mosaic on, and then you are good to go. So this is the one out. Thanks for coming back to me. Here you go. So you don't have to have a light on at all. If you don't like it, that's fine. No light. Or you can have the blue. That's Guy and I's favorite, the blue color.
Definitely the best.
And then the green. And then that red. So yeah, you can kind of cycle through. Thanks guys for that, the different ones. But what I was saying about the actual planter, we give you the planter so you know exactly where it goes.
Yes.
It fits perfectly. It's got that nice scallop design on the side. That's the water reservoir we give you. You put about a gallon or so of water. It tells you the fill line. This is our smart pump. It's rechargeable, okay? I wanna make sure I make that very clear. It's rechargeable. You're going to get 100 hours of continuous use from that charge. So that to me is amazing, amazing, amazing.
You know what? I was trying to look at the remote and I accidentally turned one on or off because it really is, there's only one button.
There you go.
You can't mess it up unless you're pointing at one and turning off the other one. The lights are included. The head that you're seeing right now, the scalloped tier, this is included and it looks like it's about a 7-inch, salad plate width. It's not tiny. And then this one looks about, 5.5, about 3.5, about 2. All of that is tiered here. Here's my hand for reference. It's beautifully scaled to size with this pot that feels, I'll be quiet for a moment, see if you can hear it. It feels like porcelain on my fingernails, but you wouldn't be able to lift a pot this size. Ooh, if it was porcelain as easily as you could lift this at the 5 pounds. The black, however, has now sold out.
Oh, wow.
We have 200 left in white, and then they're done.
Should I go over to the white one since we're sold out of the...
I bought so much of my show today, Bobby, and I didn't buy this, and now they're going to sell out too.
Okay, so we love those.
Brilliant.
Keep in mind, even when you get the white, you still get all 4 toppers. So could I just take you through a quick tour of the remote? If I would love to show you the remote and the fountain at the same time if we're able to show that, because what I want you to see is as I hit the buttons, what changes in our Hydria. So you can control the lights right here. I hit that button, that light went off down there.
Yes.
And then goes to blue and to green. You can change the height of it, or if you want it to be higher, you hold the plus button. If you want it to go down, you hold the minus button. And guys, I don't know if we can get a shot of that at the same time. That would be lovely. And then we have timers, okay? So our timers are 1, 2, and 3 hours. So if you hit the 2-hour timer, you're gonna get almost 2 months of usage without ever having to recharge. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
That's crazy, right?
How do I change out the top if I want to put the tier on instead of the stones or vice versa? Does it take an engineer's ability? No, you just twist and pull?
You just see how I just pulled it off? And look, you could just use it with no top if you want to take a look at that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you could do that. Or which one did you want?
I want this one on there.
That one down there?
Yes, please.
All right.
If you would be so kind.
All right, give me a second.
And so you're getting every topper that you're seeing when you're grabbing this.
Yep.
The actual container itself is about 2.5 feet high. I'll give you our exact measurements. You're looking at, well, you know what? I don't think that it is 12 inches high, so I don't think that is correct. So we're gonna figure that one out, but I would say about 2.5 feet high. And it does include not just the stones, it includes the beautiful tiered scalloped fountain top. I would have thought that absolutely was going to be something else you had to purchase separately that you're about to see here on your screen. If you do want those stunning mosaic stones that are glass tiled mosaics, very difficult to do the mosaics in that circular pattern, grab it the way that it is. This is the best way to turn this into the $1,100 fountain look. You are not having to choose. You get the black and white one, but I actually think with the white fountain, it's lucky you have the white fountain still available because we don't have this one on any of them, but imagine this blue and white glass, perfectly already cut and sized mosaic, and you can feel it. This is glass. This one is included, and this one's included. So you're getting both. Flex pay of $8 to get both of these home, grabbing that along with the fountain. I think it's gonna be so fun and easy to change these out, just like you're changing a bib. No questioning if you wanna move it from this side of the home to this side, or maybe it's now time of year where some of my flowers died. How do I make that area pretty? If you can lift up a 5-pound bag of sugar, you can lift this up, move it wherever you want. Don't worry about the wiring. Don't worry about if the sun is blocked by the tree. Don't worry about if you have this or that. If you just have the place for it, it's going to work beautifully. And indoors is a great idea, Bobby.
Ask me where the cords are.
Where are the cords?
No cords needed. Ask me where the solar panels are.
Exactly, where are the solar panels?
No sun needed. That's why you
they
can
won
take
the
this
award.
inside or
Yep.
outside, wherever you want. I just want to take a minute to show you this. This is our smart pump. So we give you the cord, it just magnets right there, and that's how you charge it. Give it a good overnight charge, and then you're good to go for that 100 continuous hours. So that to me is super, super impressive. So again, if you're just joining us, what we have here is unlike anything you've ever seen before. This is a smart water fountain. It's the world's first and only rechargeable water fountain kit. Okay, there we're showing you in our video, all you do is fill it with water. We give you all those pieces. That's our smart pump. That's the heart of it all. Our decorative dish, our mosaic, which is beautiful, made of glass. We have 4 different fountain toppers, Natasha. That's amazing. And don't forget, you have your remote. All this to say, now you can relax, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's just about de-stressing, right? This idea of biophilia. Like you want to be outside, sometimes you can't. Well, bring outside indoors with you. Maybe you have some plants inside. You want to add that water feature. You can do it. You know our bodies are made up of 50 or 60% water. It's only natural, right? That we want to be around water, that we want to hear the sound of water cascading down. I love that we give you all these different fountain heads. You don't have to purchase anything separately. This is your time to do it. This price is unlike anything I've ever seen, and I like how we make it a little bit creative for you, right? Because you decide what color pot you want. You decide if you want it inside or outside. You decide if you want the light on or off. You decide which fountain topper that you want to use, because you get it all. So we have a name brand you can trust. We have quality items. We've got the great sound. We've got a beautiful, majestic water fountain kit. Again, one of the only like its kind, because it's the only rechargeable kit on the market out there, and you get it all today for that amazing, amazing price. I tell you what, Natasha, I'm super, super excited about this value. Super